We're going four wide. Good morning. Stephanie Henry, good morning. Good to see you too.
Hello.
All right. That's a great song to lead in because this is devastating. This story is devastating. I know a few of you have heard of this. The Delta Airlines flight from Atlanta to Barcelona that had to turn around. What time was it? We could talk about it. That turned around because someone on the plane had, quote, violent diarrhea. Okay? Now, there's like a 7-second video clip that's circulating on the internet. We are obviously not going to show you
Thank goodness.
the after effects. It's worse than you could possibly imagine. I saw it by accident. So we're not going to run you the
By
video.
accident.
Oops.
Poops, poops,
I was like,
poops, I did it again. So, but what we have for you is the pilot actually radioing back to air traffic control, explaining what's happening in the plane. This is 10 seconds. This will go down in history as one of the most unique calls from a pilot to air traffic control in aviation history.
Negative. It's just a biohazard issue. We've had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so they want us to come back to Atlanta.
Diarrhea, thank you for the poop emoji on that, Nick. Really appreciate it. All the way through the airplane, and we have to go back to Atlanta. Okay. So, like, we can approach it if you're the person in question. You can approach it if you had an aisle seat to this. You can approach it from the pilot's perspective. Devo, where do you want to go?
I don't.
Where do you want to go with this?
Oh, no, not the sound effects.
Really? Come to me first with the sound effect? Look, obviously whoever the person is embarrassed and couldn't control themselves. I don't think they wanted to do this, so let's get that out of the clear. We're not mocking this person. It's a situation is just, I have so many questions about the
so do
video
I.
that you saw, but
So
I
do
don't
I.
want to know at the same time.
If you're in the aisle seat, you were also in a very rough spot there, is
yeah.
all I'll say. Okay,
And the
so Tam,
smell would have been.
are you okay with turning the plane around or heading right to Barcelona?
Oh, no, turn that around. Get me out of there immediately. I think turning it around is a good thing to do. And we've heard some news stories over the last little while where there are planes that don't turn around, and apparently, the staff is like,
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
leave
figure
it.
it out. Just sit down and we'll work it. No. We're not going to work
How
through this.
far
We
along in the
cannot.
flight were they? Did it make more sense just to finish the flight?
Get me
Yes.
to whatever's closer.
Yeah.
They
'cause I
were
mean-
closer to Atlanta. They were in the flight, but they were closer to Atlanta than Barcelona.
Than Barcelona.
Yes.
Okay, then definitely turn it around.
Right.
But also, I feel bad for the person who, couldn't
Yeah.
control themselves, because I know people that are terrible flyers that can't even use the washroom up there. So,
Yes.
but when it comes, it comes. Clearly.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for everyone who had to kind of sit through that at the same time.
Sorry
too.
to end the show on a crappy note, but